As far as I've learned, wherever I am, there I am. So the question to me isn't how'd I get here, but rather, how'd I expand enough to see here as a state of being? How'd I get to a place inside myself where all my parts are working together in unison? We have the crystallized babes, the well-hydrated babes, the happy babes, the strong babes, the no bullshit tolerating babes, the no complaining, down to earth, authentic, all embracing, light shining babes. How'd I become a wholesome babe? That's the question I am asking. Even the aspects that I still reject, I see, and by seeing, I embrace. Parts work shows these aspects I rather not display for the world, that they have their season. They take up their space. The emotional eater, the over-analytical reader, the self-critical, self-doubting, perfectionistic, striving, ancestral, societal, environmental, conditioned parts. I get to love them deeply. By seeing deeply, like an owl who hears not what's being spoken, I listen to the parts that were shamed long ago until the one that's holding it all for the younger, unhealed babes, me, speak words of love like a light breeze wind from the eastern sky where rebirth happens every single day. And these words hinted with original thought, which is original sound, because in the beginning there was the word, and the word is Om or Amen. So I've learned that the vibration of the words that I speak to my subconscious, the higher they vibrate, the smoother they enter and piece back trauma fragmentation into wholesome integration. This place, this inner terrain where I rest, where my body is a temple and a safe haven, and anyone who enters must have also found that resting place within them, for there to be a matching resonant key that unlocks the gates to real connection. This place is where life breathes. They say someone can only meet you as deep as they've met themselves, and it's true. This is a place that'll take swimming through some clashing waves, dark days, and losing ways until the core of you is what remains. And this core is love, and it is truth. How'd I get to own my place as an alchemizing, truth-telling, love-loving witch by not allowing, for instance, the bitch to be in control? But instead, it's the wise old crone that will always be picking up the phone. So although there are still parts of me that are whiny and depressive and lazy and literally sometimes go a little crazy, I got to a place where I exited the rat race. I put an end to being trapped in the caged mental maze. I got myself out of survival mode, cranked my own creative and passionate dial up, up, and up, so my limbic primitive brain, aka the bitch, incapable of making any long, life-lasting switch, could take a seat, while the prefrontal cortex, responsible for empathy and the energy of compassion necessary for divine femininity to rise, she's in the driver's seat. And here's the secret. This place isn't really a place that I've arrived in. I get to this place through everyday practice, by feeding the wolf of love and connection instead of disease and addiction. But the journey that no one ever sees is shadow integration, which, by the way, took and takes me investments and mentors and therapy and coaches and programs and medicines and healings and a whole lot of forgiveness and the work of unfucking our mother. This is a journey that I will be on my whole life, to make space for the place inside of me where I can access the holiness of the great mystery. Because once you get a taste, a slurp of embodiment, of ecstasy, of contentment, of peace, of stillness, life becomes a ceremony. Whether I'm in a small shared apartment in the concrete jungle or on an off-grid utopian tropical landscape, it's what's inside that is running the show. As above, so below.